In the previous chapter, we saw an unexpected side of Jooan as Chu Ching-chung questioned him. Their playful banter left everyone stunned, turning what seemed like a heated argument into a scene that looked suspiciously like flirting. The audience, utterly confused, wondered how the mighty steward Zhuo ended up like this, while Chu Ching-cheng's rare smile stole the moment. Let's begin the chapter and see what happens next. Shui Ruohua stood with a girl in blue and 10 others beside her, glaring at a tied-up, red-nosed old man. Her tone was sharp as she demanded, "Spill it, old man! Where are you keeping our people?" The old man, however, appeared unfazed, his head swaying as he wore a silly smile. Give me wine," he slurred. Shui Ruohua snapped, "Wine my ass!" But the old man simply kept muttering, "Wine! Wine!" over and over. Frustrated, Shui Ruohua yelled, "It's been 5 days, you damn drunkard! No matter how much you've drunk, you should have sobered up by now. Stop pretending, or I'll have to get serious." The threat didn't faze the old man. He swayed in place, still mumbling about wine. Rolling her eyes, Shui Ruohua raised her hand, ready to slap some sense into the drunkard. The slap was going to be hard enough to break bones. But just then, a voice came from outside, calling out in a rhythmic tone, "1, 2, 1, 2! Shui Ruohua froze and glanced at the woman in blue beside her. "Go see what's going on," she said. The woman moved to the window and peeked outside. She saw a group of zombies trudging slowly in their direction, each step looking like a struggle. Leading the group were 4 seemingly ordinary people, along with the familiar faces of Chu Ching-cheng and Danir. They were chatting as they walked. The woman in blue was startled at the sight of her junior sister Ching-cheng's bright smile. She turned back and reported, "Senior sister Ruohua, junior sister Ching-cheng is back, but she's brought some strange company. They're all moving stiffly. She must have captured someone suspicious," Shui Ruohua speculated, her face lighting up. "Open the barrier and let them in." The drunkard shook his head and muttered, "Dragging more innocents into this mess. Such a heavy sin." Shui Ruohua's gaze snapped back to him. "So you can listen, huh? Stop faking. Once they're inside, I'll deal with you." She shot him a final glare before heading out with the woman in blue, leaving others to watch over the old man. The drunkard chuckled under his breath, his head still swaying. How unbearably naive. Any longer, and this kid would have played me to death. The inn's barrier opened, and the group outside entered. Shui Ruohua walked up to the stiff figures and called out, "Junior sister Ching-cheng, did you find the bastard's lair? You've got so many captives, and they look barely alive." Jooan, one of the stiff figures, growled, "Who are you calling a dead captive? Sure, they're a little crippled, but you're not one to mock them. Talk about discrimination." The zombies drooped even further at his words, looking at Jooan with a mix of bitterness and betrayal. One of them mumbled, "Steward Zhuo, you're one to talk. You're the one who did this to us." Jooan shrugged nonchalantly, while Shui Ruohua froze. You're..." Chu Ching-cheng stepped forward, smiling brightly as she introduced Jooan. "Oh, senior sister Ruohua, let me introduce him. This is Jooan, an old friend from Tianyu. He's now representing the demon scheming sect in the Double Dragon Gathering. You've met him before. He heard about our troubles and came to help." Jooan quickly pulled his hand back from Chu Ching-cheng's grip and stammered, Yes, right. We just stumbled upon each other while resting here. We're not involved in your business." Turning to the stiff zombies, Jooan barked, "You guys move! Anyone who's too slow will stay stiff for life." Chu Ching-cheng leaned closer to Shui Ruohua and whispered, "He doesn't like strangers." Shui Ruohua glanced at Chu Ching-cheng, unsure whether the expression on her junior sister's face was one of joy or pain. In the courtyard scene, the tension continued to build. Fiend Yang smirked as he surveyed the surroundings. The mystical heaven sect must be getting lax, sending disciples out without any elders to protect them. Shui Rohua sighed heavily. We had 3 elders with us, but they were captured by the demonic cultivator, leaving us on our own. Fiend Yang burst into laughter. My, how the mighty mystical heaven sect has fallen to even have its elders captured. Ha ha ha! The zombies joined in the mocking laughter. Jooan cut in, smirking. Careful with your words. You might be the next ones to get captured. Fiend Yang glared at him. Jooan, what are you doing helping these outsiders? Don't you know the saying? Girls are like clothes, but brothers are your hands and feet. Old man laughed mockingly. Oh, demonic cultivators and your logic. If girls are just clothes, then why don't you sell out your brothers for a fresh set? Why hesitate? Fiend Yang bristled with anger, but before he could retort, the drunkard chimed in with a smirk. Am I wrong? Sure, girls are like clothes, and brothers are your hands. But look around. There are plenty of guys without hands, yet have you ever seen anyone running around buck naked? Fiend Yang was furious and pointed at him. Old fool, say that again? The drunkard merely belched and smiled mockingly. Jooan stepped in to defuse the situation. And who is he? Ching Chengs explained. We found him wandering around town when it seemed suspicious, so we captured him for questioning. But he hasn't said a word since. Fiend Yang grinned wickedly. Leave him to me. I'll loosen his tongue. He'll be begging to talk soon enough, ha ha ha. But before Fiend Yang could make a move, Jooan blocked his path and looked at the drunkard with a respectful expression. Senior, we've been most rude. Please forgive us for our transgressions. Everyone stared in shock. Does he know him? The old man jerked slightly, thinking, what's this kid playing at?